Hello YouTube fans. As Halloween's coming and all this, so why not this one? The classic, the original, the Omen. The Omen. What can I say about the Omen? Come out in 1976 and it's a fucking classic. You've got Teddy Peck, damn good actor. You've got Patsy Troughton, Doctor Who himself, another good actor. You've got Lee Remick and you've got David Warner, who's one of my other favourite British actors. You've got them all, and you've got even a little devil on the way, that being Damon Thorne. And it starts off, the classic 20th century, if I pronounce the word right, Fox logo. Now I know originally the producer and director, the one who doing us Superman the movie, and he given us Lethal Weapon itself. He went to a lot of studios, and I think he went to 20th Century Fox, and they basically told him they're not really that interested. He went to Water Buffers, but at the time they was going to do Halloween, they was going to do, well, it's almost Halloween, they was going to do Exorcist 2, my apologies, Exorcist 2, The Edited, which to be honest, The Omen is a better film. But Exorcist 2, The Edited, Water Brothers was in that. They didn't want to do something to do with spirits and Satan and all that after the possessed of the original The Exorcist. Funny enough, 20th Century Fox said, yeah, go on then, and decided to give it a go. And I think it was a damn good one for their part, because the film, as we all know, was a big success. Bid it in 1976. It made lots of money. Made 2 more sequels, made a shit make, sadly to say. Made an horrible 4th one. The rest of them, well, they will definitely be ranked when I get to that. But this itself is a classic. Again, like I say, you got the 20th Century Fox logo, and I love the fact there's no music to it. You got that famous store, that Ole, any fool, which he did use a tarot, as we all know, to do that bit of theme tune. I love that theme tune. It's chilling, it's cheaper. Now the Omen, I've got to admit, over the years, I don't think it's that bloody. I don't think it's that gruesome. But it doesn't need to be. Not all horror movies have their blood, guts and snot. This is psychological and it's suspenseful. Again, you've got Teddy Peck to get into. He's a famous guy, he's famous. He's like a politician sort of person. He's a senator. That's it. He's a senator, and he's driving. And you hear a voiceover that his child, his son, had died. He died, and his wife doesn't know that, and he doesn't know what to tell his wife. He didn't want to break his wife's heart that she's lost her son. And you've got a priest, as we all know, and he says, we'll foster this kid. He looks a bit like your baby boy. The wife doesn't have to know. And he thinks, yeah, why not? It'd be a good thing. That's why the film's called The Omen. Because as you all know, we've seen The Omen, a lot of things happen. The nanny goes and hangs herself, and there's a lot of strange, bizarre deaths. One being Patsy Troughton's. Now, Patsy Troughton, as we all know, tried to warn Teddy Peck. He passes in the hospital and says, you got to eat blood, you got to do this, you got to do that. And that's it, someone said that to you, you got to eat blood and chink and cut your fucking arm off and cut your fucking dick off. You're going to think that person's fucking... But she does, she basically tells the priest to fuck off. It's only when he mentions about his wife, he goes and sees, and then I told Patsy Troughton is warning Teddy Peck, he's warning him, he says what his son is, that he's basically the son of the Antichrist, meaning he's Satan. That is when the film comes a knots. He gets killed a tacit way, a very tacit way, and after all the days people watch it, how the fuck did they do that with Patsy Troughton, as the father, with the Spiegels there, and on the other end, and it was just a simple little chick, not this shitty CGI, like the fucking remake. This was proper practically done. It was the space done to one side. And I do remember Patsy Troughton was shit scared, thinking, shit, am I going to get killed doing this fucking movie? But no, it was professional. And I love it. I fucking love it. And I think it's psychological, because you got David Warner, right? He's taking the photos, and he sees how every one of these deaths are before they happened on a photo. Like, the line was on Patsy Troughton's character, so now he died. sees it on the newspaper. That's how he died. And as we all know the film, David Warner's took a photo by accident. There's a mirror at the back of me, let's say, right? Let me see this. And I took a photo there, because there's a mirror there, by the way. See me hand, that's an affection. Let's say I took a photo and it shows a line on my neck. I think, no, it's just a and then on the camera. But every time I take a photo, you see a line on the neck. That's when you know something bad's going to happen. And he knows he's going to die. David Warner knows. And that, to me, is more frightening than any fucking thing. Any fucking thing. The fact you know you're going to get it and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it. You know you're going to die. And you're going to die a horrible death. You've just seen it on a fucking camera. That is more frightening than anything. And I love that music. It's really chilling and nerving. And the thing I love about the Omen is you got good actors. Again, Teddy Peck, Lee Rennett. What do you get in the fucking remake? Bear with me, why not? I love doing it. Pieces of fucking wood. Fucking Farthing in the fucking remake looks like a fucking zombie halfway through the film. This is his performance. Seriously, I'm not even overdoing that. That's his performance. Teddy Peck does it brilliant. He does the knots. And, he does get killed anyway, He does get killed. David Warner. The famous scene where his head gets and cut off and the head rolls and rolls. Now, originally, I think he was going to do it once. But they decided, no, let's not do it twice. Let's do it 3 times. So the head's rolling. You've got that classical music. And that to me was just brilliant. There was no blood in it, none of this blood streaking out over the fucking top. But they could have went that route, but they didn't. Because the Omen wasn't to do with blood, it wasn't to do with gore like most other films, without repeating myself. It was suspenseful and it was psychological. And that's what I love about the Omen. That is what I love about the fucking Omen. And I even love the dog. The Rottweiler is even a character in the film. The eyes, and all over the film, I love the way it focuses on the eyes. I love it. I also love the nanny in it, played by another good actress, who at the end has to kill fucking, has to kill Teddy Peck, and she gets an ice pick, not an ice pick, dirt, pick of basic instance. She gets a screwdriver, could be, I think it was a screwdriver, slammed in the back of her head. I have heard rumours that there was a cut scene where another Rottweiler, because it's portrayed in the Bible, but it's like, oh, you got some intense Rottweilers. I'm only saying how it's portrayed before I get into this shit. It does say, right, that the Rottweiler, remember it's only a film, don't take it personal, people, right, it's portrayed that the Rottweiler is the devil's dog. It's the devil's dog. And the toe, for any bird lovers saying that I'm talking to an intense back toes, it's also the devil's bird. So a Rottweiler and a toe is considered to be Satan's animal. Anyway, there was a scene in the film where he kills another dog, but for some reason got stabbed. And there was a scene where he's going to kill Damien. Teddy Peck did not feel comfortable killing a kid. Even though it's only a fucking film, he didn't feel comfortable, so they altered that scene. Again, Lee Rennett, she thinks she's going mad. Only through the film, she thinks she's going mad. Let's not forget the animal scene in the zoo where she takes Damien to see the zoo. And the animals are going fucking mad. Which I think in real life, there was a scene where they did almost go fucking mad. A very frightening scene. I remember the scene where the stunt woman stumped out the window. That's Lee Rennett's character. And I just love the film. I just love the fact that you think Damien's got it and the bullet comes flying out and you see 3 coffins. Well, not 3. You see 2 coffins. And that's when you see Damien turns over and he smiles, which is a funny bit of story there. Because in reality, he was smiling, he wasn't acting. He was going to kill himself laughing, and the director said, don't do it. Even the producers said, don't do it. Don't smile. Don't smile. And he's like, and then he just laughed. But the man got that time, just in the nick of time. So that basically was him sniggering about the laugh the actor that played Damien. May I dilute you, my friend. Because without him, you wouldn't have had the sequels and the other actors who played our wonderful Damien. But it left an opening for the next one, which is one of my favourites. Definitely one of my favourites. I cannot wait to review this one. Omen 2, Damien. And I'll even offend Damien's 3. Because a lot of people shagged this one off and called it every name under the fucking sun. And I'm going to offend that one. Because it's a hell of a lot better than the fucking 4th one. And it's a hell of a lot better than the fucking remake. Believe me on that one. But apart from that, that's the Omen. So in 76, I had the 360s on the back of the head. In my eyes, that's a good Omen. Until then, see you later.